Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more session before we go for a 30-minute break, and it's going to be a really good one. It'll be worth staying for that. I'm personally very much looking forward to it because, of course, unicorn hunting is something that is extremely timely, is extremely relevant and important these days, also when it comes to investment. One of the themes, remember, is about digital transformation here at the 28th World Investment Conference. So the next session actually will be a keynote on unicorn hunting in the Web3 era, transforming investment and innovation. Very much delighted to welcome her to the stage. Please welcome the founder and CEO of Unicorns, Silvina Moschini.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm very happy to be back again in Riyadh for the third time in the last 3 weeks. It almost feels like home. I'm Silvina Moschini. I was born in Argentina. I'm a technology entrepreneur turned into an investor. And to start this, I would like to share a little bit of what is happening today in the world. And as you know, after the pandemic, we had lived a world of massive disruption, a world that has changed the way that we work, the way that we fall in love, the way that we do businesses, and of course, the world that we invest and the way that we invest. But this started for me one day when I was 6 years old. And if you have baby girls, if you have daughters or sisters, I'm sure it will resonate with you. A very savvy man, my dad, who is no longer with me, but is always guiding me through wherever he is right now, told me something that it changed my life forever. He told me that I could be whatever I wanted to be. But if I wanted to be a princess, I should become a princess that built her own castles. And this, for me, it explained everything. It explained everything about financial independence and how I needed to learn to take control of my own money. This played a critical role in my development as a professional, as an entrepreneur, and later on as an investor. And as I mentioned, the pandemic changed it all. But after Black Swan's events, always come the unicorns. Today, there are over 1,400 unicorn companies in the world. If you are not familiar with the terms, unicorn companies are companies that are valued at over $1 million. And I was lucky enough to be one that was highly connected with that. Thanks to the Jobs Act, the Jumpstart Business Act that was enacted by President Obama because there were not enough companies going public in the US and allows entrepreneurs to sell to private investors and advertise the selling of stock before they go public. Many companies have reached the market and sold their stock to reach new heights. I was one of these companies. This gave me the opportunity to become the first Latin American woman to lead a company to unicorn valuations. It was back in 2022. I led a company named Transparent Business that developed a software to manage remote teams. Unfortunately enough for me, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia was one of my first clients a few years before when they decided to open up the market to bring women into the workforce long before the pandemic, to give the opportunities to women to be independently economically, and my technology was powering the Telework Saudi program. It was a very interesting journey because I didn't go to Silicon Valley. Actually, yes, I went to Silicon Valley many times, but as you probably know, only 2% of the venture capitalist goes to female-led companies. So I decided to hack the growth and took this global crowdfunding to a next step and raised over $50 million, taking my company to $1 billion valuation. This was a very enlightening opportunity for me because I developed a methodology that existed in the past, crowdfunding, but it was seen at that time as something that it was done because you didn't have the opportunity to get money from the real investors. But for me, when we are approaching the Web3 area, it was a secret weapon to actually give power to the people, to give me the power back, to be a company that transformed the lives of thousands, millions of people. And this is why I became the founder of another company called Unicorn Hunters, a company that brings together a show, think like Shark Tank, but on steroids, because it not only have companies that are entertaining, we actually call it a new genre, enrichtainment. It's entertainment, but it's business. It's a business proposition that allows people from the audience to invest in real time in companies that has been very qualified and selected with the leading innovation hubs in the world. And this is how the show looks like.
Are you in the mood to join a hunt for unicorns? Then you are in the right place. Unicorn Hunters is an innovative business show that created a new genre, enrichtainment.
One technology to solve all the problems of climate change all over the planet.
What I'm holding here has the potential to help save 10 million lives.
You decide if you want to bet on their success.
The only consideration was, why aren't you already a unicorn?
So it's game time. Who's with me?
I kind of love this womenkind world domination thing going on.
If you're Superman, I'm glad I wore my cape today. I'm in. Unicorn Hunter.
The Unicorn Hunters.
Unicorn Hunters is looking for that next
$1 billion business.
I believe in you, and I need you to have some unicorns to get you to the next level. So I'm a yes.
Let the hunt begin.
So Unicorn Hunters became my pastime, but becomes also my tool to bridge the gap between talent, universal talent, the talent of entrepreneurs that are all over the world, female and male alike, but also the access to capital from the people that wanted to invest in the next unicorns, to allowing the democratization of access to investment opportunities for the masses. So it became, in the first season, the most iconic and innovative show of all times. We took the best of Hollywood. We engaged with the executive producer of The Masked Singer, which is the #1 show in reality of the last 4 years. And we brought entertainment to the interactive ability for people to join as investors these companies that are extraordinary entrepreneurs from all over the world, resolving the world's biggest issues. It's like the Gilligan Island, where we created as the circle of money. We have a round circle of experts, including the former Treasurer of the United States during President Obama's administration, Rosie Rios, who is the lady that signs 85% of dollar currency in circulation, also including last band from NSYNC, the former CFO of the White House, the former Speaker of the House, because we wanted to make sure that the private sector, the innovators, and the public sector, we were working together to disrupt how companies get funded, and also to work with governments to enable them to do economic development in a very cool and impactful manner. Very much keeping in mind that diversity is what brings great company together. We also have Steve Wozniak, and we'll have in this upcoming next season other legends like Tim Draper, also Richard Branson, and of course, why not, many of the new legends that are transforming the world, the new unicorns. This is what I built, keeping into consideration that as a female entrepreneur, I feel myself that I need to connect the dots between the impact and the good investment opportunities, because many investors feel that impact investing is about patience money. And I believe otherwise. I believe that impact investment is investment in these projects that can touch the lives of millions and can actually solve the world's biggest issues. So we align our investment thesis to issues such as biotech, health tech, climate tech, future of commerce, diversity, transversally, the future of fintech, and of course Web3 technologies. And in doing so, we also developed a new world of crypto. We created a cryptocurrency called Unicoin. We play with that, saying that is the unicorn of crypto, and we went a very different way. We went to the SEC as a publicly reporting, regulations compliant currency that is backed by assets. And today, we prepared a portfolio of $5.2 billion prior to launching the coin to support innovation, to support entrepreneurs, and also to make it easy for people to invest in these projects. So we combine a new way of investing to build unicorns that invites people to participate through a media company that allows us to have hundreds of millions of viewers from around the world, an investment hub that allows people to co-invest, and we are bringing governments, we are working currently with the state of Qatar to participate on this movement by co-investing, also developing a company builder to move the pipeline and help the companies evolve from baby unicorn into soon-to-be unicorn into unicorns and support their internationalization. And of course, building together a market making, because at the end of the day, we all understand that business is a contact sport. So we use Gen AI and data to connect a massive amount of investors, a massive number of investors that are backing these companies to the entrepreneurs so they can open doors for them and they can earn and they can win in the process. So we are also backing companies that are transversally driven by AI, and also in the fashion and tech, because this is also very important for the transformation and the fusion of the cultures. Our vision is not a very modest vision. We want to democratize wealth creation. We want to make sure that everybody have the opportunity to co-invest alongside the co-founder of Apple, alongside people who have the expertise and have the opportunity to be close to the companies that are transforming the world. And in the past, and before crypto, there was very limited opportunities to make money. I always joke that Vegas is where people go if they want to increase their chances to make it big in the future. But we all know that in Las Vegas, the house always wins. So what if we can connect the dots to support economic development, identifying the entrepreneurs that are changing the reality and the lives of millions, and also giving power to the people to put their money where their mouth is and actually investing in them. This is how we hunt for unicorns. We have 18 companies featured in the show, 8 countries represented, over 285 million of investment applications, 1.4 billion impressions, hundreds of millions of viewers globally, and we are just getting started. This was just season 1. We are preparing season 2, and we would like to invite you all and your countries to support the movement, to bring us entrepreneurs, to bring us the support to do the development and to cross-network the opportunities, because this market that are eager to find innovators from around the world and the entrepreneurs that want to grow their businesses. And how we can do it? We can do it through the merge of media, crowdfinancing, impact investing, innovation hubs, and matchmaking. And as you could see, the media noticed, and now we are taking this to Middle East, starting in Qatar, but I would love to connect with you all and also help these entrepreneurs make a dent in a universe and build a world in which we can have many more unicorns led by women, because as I always said, I was lucky enough to be one of them. I was the first Latin America, but I want to see the first Middle Eastern woman and the first other international women like leading this disruption and this transformation, because the time is now. And as Jeff Bezos said, if we want to invest, even in investment, we need to experiment. My question to you, are you ready for that? Thank you.